Good morning. Today's Monday, February 27th, 2023, and welcome to ONN. I'm James.
And I'm Harper, and here are today's top headlines. New Beanstack challenges are open this Wednesday, and February prizes will be given out this Friday. Are you ready?
Warmer noses are better at fighting colds. Studies show. How toasty is your nose?
And now to Vera with today's lunch menu.
Hello, this is Vera with the lunch, and today's lunch is Texas toast grilled cheese with tomato basil soup, or a brunch kit. Also has some fresh fruit, veggies, and milk to fill up your belly. Thank you. Back to Harper.
Thanks, Vera. New Beanstack challenges open this Wednesday. 3rd through 5th graders will begin a new challenge opening Wednesday, March 1st called Animals Across America. It's a short challenge with passages to read on Beanstack. Read Across America week begins next week, and there will be special Beanstack challenges for all the grades that opens on Wednesday with badges and prizes for the dress-up days and events that will be going on during the week. Finally, Miss L will be opening a special challenge in honor of her birthday for all grades and adults. Stay tuned for more info on that challenge. Beanstack challenges through your local library too? Check in with Miss L or the librarian at your local library for more information. Finally, this week marks the end of several Beanstack challenges, all with great prizes to be given away. Heart Smarts for the love of reading, or our OES Centers Challenge, and our Grown Up Orcas Read 2 Challenge ends tomorrow. Prizes will be awarded to the winners this Friday. These winners will be randomly selected from those orcas who have logged minutes, completed challenges, and earned badges. One of the prizes is another exclusive limited edition Benny Bean button, just for February. Stay tuned to ONN for those prizes.
People tend to catch more colds in the winter. There are a couple of reasons why. People gather inside more during the winter. Being closer together makes it easier to catch colds from others. Viruses that cause colds and flu survive better in drier air. Scientists didn't know if cold weather helped people get sick, but on December 6, 2022, scientists published new research. They explained that the immune system attacks viruses in the nose. The immune system is the cells and their responses that help the body fight off infection. And they found that this attack works better when it's warm out. Nose cells spray a group of spheres. These spheres swarm and destroy bacteria inhaled through the nose. They stop viruses from attaching to cells in the nose. The spheres defend against germs, but scientists still had two questions. One was whether the spheres attacked viruses too. The second was if the spheres worked as well when it's cold out. To answer the second question, they divided the samples into two groups. One set of samples was kept at 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the same temperature as the human body. The second sample was kept at 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The scientists measured the temperature inside the nose at two different air temperatures. One air temperature was 73 degrees Fahrenheit. The other was 39 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature in the nose dropped by 9 degrees. The nose cells at body temperature fought off viruses well. The colder nose cells didn't have the same response. They sent out fewer spheres, and those spheres didn't work as well. This could explain why people get sick in the winter. Now that scientists know this, there's more research to do. They can find new ways to treat colds and flu. And they can find new ways to boost attacks by the spheres. And now to Bella with today's weather.
Thank you, James. Today is a foggy start to the brand new work and school week. We'll quickly transition to a sunny and warm late Monday and afternoon. Thank you. Now it's time for special segments up next on ONN.
And good morning and happy Monday to everyone. I am back with another Black History Fact. Good morning, bestie and favorite
morning.
co-host. How are you?
Good. What about you?
I'm a little tired this morning.
I'm tired every morning.
Well, so am I. Fridays take so slow to get here, and then Mondays are just like right around the corner. I feel like Friday I was leaving, and then I blinked twice, and now it's Monday.
Yeah, like the week goes by so slow, but
And
then the weekend's so fast.
Yeah. Same here. All right, well, on last week, Friday, we learned about T.S. Davids. And for grades CD through 2, true or false, T.S. Davids bought his freedom to Kentucky. That answer was false, y'all. He escaped. He did not buy his freedom. He escaped. And let's see. Okie and CDP, congratulations. You got that answer correct. And I will come by your classroom today so that you can claim your prize. Congratulations, Okie. And then for grades 3 through 5, well, first for grades 3 through 5, now this person here, you were the first one that I chose actually, but it just says me, 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 and the right answer, but what's missing?
The name.
No name, no class. So
I
have no
idea. Get your prize without the name.
I have no idea who me is. So I had to pick another name, and I chose. Who do we have here?
They put a little sticker on it.
They did put a little sticker on it that says
Zaria in 3B.
Zaria in 3B, and you got that answer correct with A, the Ohio River. And I love you too, Zaria. I will come down to get you so that you can claim your prize. Now today we are learning about a very interesting fact, and it is about the Amistad Revolt. So in January 1839, 53 African natives were kidnapped from Eastern Africa and sold into the Spanish slave trade. They were then placed aboard a Spanish slave ship bound for Cuba. Once in Cuba, the Africans were classified as native Cuban slaves and purchased at auctions by 2 Spaniards. They wanted to move the slaves to another part of Cuba, so the slaves were shackled and loaded aboard the cargo ship Amistad, which is Spanish for friendship, for the brief coastal voyage. However, 3 days into the journey, a slave broke out of his shackles and released the other Africans. The slaves then revolted and took over the Amistad. The Africans then forced 2 of the surviving crewmen to return their ship to Africa. During the day, the ship sailed due east, using the sun to navigate. However, at night, the 2 crewmen would change course, attempting to return to Cuba. The zigzag journey continued for 63 days. The ship finally grounded near Long Island, New York, and the United States federal government seized the ship and its African occupants, who under U.S. law were property and therefore cargo of the ship. The government charged the slaves with piracy and murder and classified them as savage property. The 53 Africans were sent to prison pending hearing of their case before the U.S. Circuit Court. The slave argued that since they were freemen in their native Africa, and since they had been kidnapped from Africa by the Spanish slave traders, and since slave trade was illegal in New York, where the Amistad had landed, they should be released from custody and set free. The district court judge ruled that the slaves were indeed free men and ordered them released from prison. He also ordered that the United States government transport them back to Africa. All right, so for grades CD through 2, true or false? The name of the ship that transported the slaves was called the Avenger. Ooh, my ear's itching. Maybe that's a sign that it was not the Avenger. True or false? The name of the ship that transported the slaves was called the Avenger for grades CD through 2. Were you listening? Are your ears itching too, bestie?
Yeah.
What's going on with us this morning? And then for grades 3 through 5, hope you were paying attention, 3 through 5. How many Africans were participants in the Amistad Revolt? I can't read for some reason today. It's Monday. Was it A, 25? Was it B, 10? Or was it C, 53? Again, for grades 3 through 5, how many Africans were participants in the Amistad Revolt? Was it A, 25? Was it B, 10? Or was it C, 53? Good luck, and we will see you tomorrow. I'm getting a little sad because tomorrow's my last day.
It is?
Tomorrow is February 28th, the last day of Black History Month. Maybe we can talk to Miss L about me coming on once a week or something. I don't know.
I don't want you to leave.
Yeah, we'll see. She's giving me a thumbs up in the background, so maybe y'all will see more of me. We'll see. All right, what you got for me, bestie?
Bye.
That's all you got for me?
Oh, wait.
It's Monday. It's okay.
So for CD through 2, this one was very colorful. It got a little monster face on the back. It has a bunch of colors, and it is from Ellie in 2L. Now, reminder, you're not a winner, but you get a shout out for being very creative with your answer. And this one is, it says, when you open it, it says, P.S. I love your butterfly blossom ring.
That I wear
The one
every
I
day
made
faithfully.
her. And it's very colorful. It has a bunch of hearts on it, and it is by Darby in 4M.
Nice.
It's very colorful.
All right. I'll be back tomorrow, guys.
Today in sports, we celebrate the miracle on ice, or, well, the historic win 20 years before that paved the way for the next historic hockey win. Let me explain. On February 27th, 1960, the underdog U.S. Olympic hockey team defeated the Soviet Union in the semifinals at the Winter Games in California. The next day, the U.S. beats Czechoslovakia to win its first ever Olympic gold medal in hockey. The 1960 U.S. team was led by Jack Riley, the head hockey coach at West Point and a former Olympic hockey player himself. His players were college students and amateurs and included two pairs of brothers, Bill and Bob Cleary and Bill and Roger Kristen. Interestingly, Bill Kristen's son, David, was a member of the Miracle on Ice Olympic squad in 1980 that defeated the heavily favored Soviet Union in the semifinals and 2 days later beat Finland to capture the gold medal. The last player cut from the 1960 U.S. squad was Herb Brooks, who went on to coach the Miracle on Ice teams 2 decades later.
So what is the Miracle on Ice? On February 22nd, 1980, 20 years almost to the day that the U.S. won its first Olympic hockey gold medal, history repeated itself when the U.S. hockey team beat the Soviet Union in the semifinals of the Winter Olympics in New York. It was a major upset for the Soviet Union, who were considered the world's best team at the time, even better than any professional team in North America. The victory was notable because the U.S. and Soviet Union were still enemies because of something called the Cold War. The Miracle on Ice was a sports victory that celebrated the power of teamwork and dedication.
Thank you, Vera, for that outstanding sports story. Now, may you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. Now let's get today's birthdays. Today we have Owen's very special Emma Holloway's birthday in 4D. Happy birthday, Emma. Come to the library to get your birthday pencil.
Next week is Read Across America Week. Are you ready?
And with that, I'm James Farana. Have a wonderful day.
I'm Harper for ONN. Have a wonderful day.